Good morning, beautiful, beautiful Saggies. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, I welcome you. Thanks ever so much, everybody, for all your likes and your comments. It's so appreciated. I'm going to try, Saggy, my very best, and we'll see what the universe has in store for you. But my intention is to ask about anyone new entering into your world, into your lives at this time or in the near future. And let's see if the universe will cooperate with that. So let's begin. Spirit, what would you like to reveal to Sag about new love? Who might be entering Saggy's life? Spirit says no. Start with the oracles, and I'm going to. Okay, Spirit, is there new love entering Saggy's life? If so, who? Any information about them, characteristics, information you would like to reveal? New love for Saggies. What's going on? Who's entering Saggy's life? Oh, interesting. A birth or a rebirth. So some people are definitely getting new love. Focus. Oh, burden. Some of you might be finding love as a burden. Gentleness, diplomacy. Many of you have redirected your focus. Some of you actually find love as a burden, and Spirit is asking you, because of these burdens, and that's why the past keeps coming up, because you're trying to refocus on something new that you're seeing as a burden. Like a lot of you are picking up the energy, love is a burden, or this situation is a burden. And Spirit is telling you that if you want this new love, there has to be some gentleness and some diplomacy. Like many of you, that's like the 10 of Wands, have been so exhausted from the past situation that it's hard for you to be gentle or diplomatic, because you might be in a harsh energy still. The owl is here with deception and wisdom, because you've been deceived and you're trying to learn from your past situations. Now the king is here. Man, authority, a male with sexual energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. Let's see where this is going. And the frog keeps appearing for you guys. Cleaning a house, releasing emotional baggage, and that's the 10 of Wands. So for many of you, that's why this new love is struggling so hard to appear for you, because of this situation of the past that you've gone through. Many of you have found it as a burden. You've cleaned house, and now Spirit is telling you to attract this new love, there's got to be some gentleness here. And Spirit is asking you, like, are you ready for this? Have you released the past burdens? Have you released the energy from that situation? Because if not, you need to clean house. It's past deceptions that are holding up this process. Many of you have already moved on to new love. That of course is not your situation, but like everyone, a lot of people say, I just want to know about the future. Well, that's why the past keeps coming up, because energetically you're finding that because you were deceived and finding that that was such a heavy burden that it's When you do that, gentleness has got to be here, and some diplomacy has got to be here. Gentleness. If you're in a harsh energy or a anger energy, it's going to be hard for anybody to come in with a sexual energy when they're facing like a wall, you know? Spirit is asking you, are you being diplomatic? Are you prepared to be gentle when someone approaches you? Because somebody does want to approach you. Someone who is honest, someone who is just. And many of you are like the wise owl, like forming opinions about people that you haven't even met yet because of the past deception. This is the messages I'm getting. Not everybody's going to like hearing that information, but that's what's here. Sagittarius, please, Spirit. New love. What information? About new love. What do you want to tell Saggy about new love? Who's coming in for Sagittarius? And what are they all about? Who's entering Saggy's life, Spirit? In love? New beginnings. So for many of you, you want a new beginning. Some of you are already on a new beginning, but Spirit is saying, you know, how guarded are you? Are you approachable without like someone being suspicious that this new person is going to be deceptive? And yet they could be very just, honest, lawful. It's like, are you ready for this? Because many of you are protecting. Your walls are still up. Spirit is saying these are blessings. It's like you're so protective that you're so guarded that your blessings are being guarded, protected. Miracles, patience, and new beginnings. So Spirit is telling you that if you want the blessings of a new partnership, you can't be as guarded as you are, so protective, like you're so guarded and protective that you could be blocking these blessings. If you want miracles, you have to be patient and gentle and open to these new beginnings. Community, adventures, and embracing. So for many of you who have already cleaned house and are open to new love and who have lowered their guards, there is miracles and blessings coming in. It could be someone from your community, someone you go on adventures with, someone you hold and embrace. So these are messages for new love. After you have released. Some of you are too afraid to take risk and your focus is elsewhere. Like, how flexible are you? Are you willing to be flexible? Again, wisdom being here. This is twice that the wisdom card has come out, and owls are wise. You're a lot wiser now. But the biggest message is, have you released the past energetically? And this is the hold up. Energetically, a lot of Saggies are still holding on to the past. And that's why it's so hard to get a future, because the past energy is so strong. But for those of you that have done the release, that have cleaned house, severed ties, and are getting into a more, okay, I'm not so protected and guarded now, I'm willing to open up again. There's someone from your community. Adventures, someone you could go on adventures with or experience new adventures with, loving, embracing one another. Some of you are too afraid to take risks. And some of you are not flexible enough to open up to new love. Some of you just plain and simply are not ready for new love. Others of you that are, you know that you are. Expect some type of miracles, new beginnings, blessings. This is someone who is upright. This is someone who is lawful, who is just, who is fair. But Spirit is saying you're going to scare them off if you're too protective. Like anybody who approaches you, if you have the mindset that you're going to attract some other deceptive person in your life, that is what you're going to attract. Unfortunately, it's just stuff we got to go through and learn. For others of you, this person is only focus is you. They are willing to take a risk. They want to go out and do things. They're adventurous. They want to do stuff with Sag. And that's right up Saggie's alley. Leadership is here. Many of you are manifesting at this time new love. Many of you are calling in your soulmates. Spirit is saying that the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. So indeed there are new love people coming into your life. But how flexible are you? Are you willing to lower your guard to... This is like the star, wish fulfillment. This is like divinely guided stuff, hoping and wishing for new love, hoping and wishing for your Ten of Cups, long-term commitment, equal reciprocity. The Deer card is here twice, so Spirit is saying you need to have a more gentle approach. You cannot be on guard. You have to not assume that the next person who comes into your life is going to deceive you. If you're that guarded, then Spirit is saying, how flexible are you? This person is innocent. And for many of you, it is the Six of Cups. And I can't get away from that. That is someone from your past. And when people get offended when I say past, past can mean anybody you've ever encountered in your life, or a prior past life that you don't recall. And maybe some of you do recall a past life, but this could be anybody you've ever met in your life, and you may not even be aware. But for some of you, it is the past returning. The Heartbreaker. And many of you have gone through that cycle. You've moved on, you're seeking out your new partner, and this partner is innocent, gentle, loving, kind, honest. Someone who is honest, truthful, righteous. The rest card is here. That is the in separation, in breakup. So that is the past for many returning. Whether, I can't get away from it, because that's indeed the case for many situations. Others of you who have just taken a break from love, taken a break from romance, focusing in on yourself, taking control back of your lives. But this person who's entering is honest, truthful. They're probably in isolation, or many of you are in isolation in your mind. You have not freed yourself from the past deception, and that's what's preventing the new love from entering. Nobody wants that. It's like if we put ourselves in their shoes, many people have also been through the same things like deception and feel the same way, and are seeking partners that are just as loyal and honest as what they are. But if we're too guarded to let them in, and it's still in our minds, the past, it's like it pushes the new love from entering. Many of you are just content being single, but this person is single. They're not in a third party. They're confident, they're stable, and Spirit is saying judgment. Many Saggies are just plain and simply too judgmental, and that's what's preventing this love from entering. Seven of Deaths, like some of you are just investing in yourselves and are not seeking new love. For those of you that are, it's like, are you willing to be flexible to invest again? Because many of you don't even need new partners. You're quite confident and abundant on your own. So those of you that are seeking new love, be careful not to judge, because you have to be patient. You have to be gentle. And if you're not ready to be flexible, then who can approach? It will end in a tower. It's like you're expecting a tower, like waiting for a tower to hit at any moment. And for others of you that have cleaned house and removed that energy, this may come as a complete shock to you. But something is in the works. This is someone you can work with. This is someone who genuinely, if you're willing to go that road and lower your defenses, this is someone you can work with. Yes, love and new beginnings sent by the universe. New love or rekindling of old love. Transformation, things taking place. So this is for indeed some people that have ended a situation. They want to return. And for other Saggies seeking new, this is a transformation. And yes, it is a union, a love, a very strong soulmate type of connection. Someone you can work with, someone who gives you what you give, puts in an equal amount of effort here. This person is innocent. This person is upright. This person is just. Passionate new beginning. But Spirit's saying, have you removed your baggage? Have you cleaned house? That's 4 times now. Has this energy left? You do not want to bring that baggage into a new union, or the tower will hit. If you're expecting this person to, like, nobody wants to bring baggage into a new relationship. It will fail every time. And Spirit is saying that's why it's so important to clear the past energy, or they will move on. So the spirit of determination is here. This is being determined to release that baggage. It's exhausting. It is a burden. It will sink ships. Change. And your dreams will come true. Being flexible enough to change. Flexible enough to be open. Flexible enough to release. Yeah, the moon in reverse. You know, this person isn't hiding anything. This person has nothing to hide. They're not secretive. They're not liars. They're just upright people. And many of you are thinking you're going to get manipulated again. And Spirit is saying if you take on that energy, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's who you're calling in. And if your focus is on baggage, manipulation, deception, and betrayal, and pain and suffering, that is who you're going to attract in. You need to change your focus. It's hard to do, but Spirit is saying, have you nurtured your soul? This is a person who's very nurturing. They're honest, they're stable. They're independent. But they will retreat. If they sense this guardedness, it just like, it's like they retreat. It's like they don't want to approach. And even if they do approach and they sense that you're still troubled about your past, they're going to move on. Curiosity is here. And the Hierophant. Spirit is, this is Spirit. Curious. Have you released that energy? This is also Spirit saying that you have sparked someone's curiosity, but they could be sensing this protective nature and they're totally innocent. and they are dedicated. But if they sense the fear, they're going to bolt because they're seeking stability, not fear, you know? And if they're sensing this fear, it's like they go the opposite direction. You actually release them. They will, like, that's what's going to be the deterrent. Many people say, how come I haven't met anybody yet? You keep saying that somebody's going to enter my life. Well, it hasn't happened yet. Well, have you checked your own energy? Are there any of those conditions here preventing that person from coming in? Because many people are curious about you, people that want to commit to you, people who are honest, people who are stable, people have noticed you, people from your community, people you've met on adventures, people, you know, that are you willing to take this risk? And are they willing to take this risk? It's like, you know, when you sense fear in somebody, or you sense somebody has gone through an awful lot, it's like they bolt, because that's in your aura, that is in your energy. They feel it, and who you end up attracting in is more people that you should be afraid of and suspicious of. But for the good folks that want to come in, they sense that in you, or they're picking up your vibration, they're going to scurry away, although there are a lot of people that are curious about you. So when people keep saying, well, you keep saying someone's coming into my life, but I'm still waiting, well, how is your energy? Control is here. Fear of somebody controlling you, fear of somebody manipulating you. That's who you will attract in, because they sense you've been wounded. And if you're going around acting like a wounded warrior, that's who you're going to attract in. It's like, have you ever seen like a wounded animal? You know, when a wolf goes on a chase for a rabbit, and the rabbit got caught but escaped, that rabbit is prey for other predators now because it's been wounded. So if your energy is going around acting like you've been wounded, nobody wants to deal with that except a predator. You make yourself vulnerable. Yeah, it's all about what your vibes are. Is your vibrations high, or are your vibrations low? Do you have a defeated attitude? Like you're never going to get this person. Oh, I'll never meet anybody honest. I'll never meet anybody who's interested in me. You know, that's the vibes you're sending out. That's who you attract in. Because you're too guarded. Spirit is saying you're too guarded. Guarded in your words, things, how you express yourself, body language, they pick up on all those vibes. Yeah, visions of being treated unfairly. Justice, unfairness, someone who's not honest. And then it's like you keep thinking and meditating about these things and thinking that these things are going to come about. That's what you're going to attract in, is other predators. And I'm just going to be honest with you, and a lot of people aren't going to like it, but you have a lot of people that are holding a torch for you, who are very curious about you. But Spirit is saying you're driving those honest people away from you because of your energy. your vibes that you're sending out. And then you're going to attract in instigators. And it will lead to disappointment. You have to change your perspective. If your focus is on celebration, higher levels of commitment, marriage, stability, then that's what you will attract in. Spirit is saying the Hermit is here. Like, are you depressed? How are your vibes? Check your vibes. The aura you're sending out to others. If you want this Emperor energy or Empress energy, it's in your vibes. Yeah. Because otherwise you're going to attract in the devil. Deceivers. People who, you know what I mean? People who are deceptive, people who have addictions, people who have codependency, people who have, issues. That's predators. There's the wolf and the deer. I said wolf and rabbit, but it's a wolf and a deer. You will attract a predator who is in devil energy. And that's why Spirit is saying it's all about timing, because we have to check our own vibes. So listen to your intuitions. Now, the Empress appears. So whether you're male or female energies, Spirit is saying, it's like that's a predator, that is a predator. This is a male wolf and a female wolf with a deer in the center. That's who you will attract in. And that's why Spirit hasn't brought and revealed this person to you, because of your energy. You have to adapt the energies and set out the correct vibes. Otherwise, Spirit would just be sending you another predator. And Spirit is trying to tell you in a very, very loving way. That's why you didn't get your new partner yet. Because you're attracting in predators again. You have to change your vibration. You have to adapt the energy of healed, not of wounded. Because if you are sending out the vibe of wounding, you're going to attract a predator. And many of you have not cleared that energy. That is why you haven't attracted this beautiful partner. So it's like planning. Which way do you go? Adapt the attitude. You have to change and choose to be strong. Be in your full power. This, then, Spirit is saying, is when you will have success. When you feel strong and successful, you will attract in the same energy. People will be picking up on your vibes and showing you a lot of interest. And not only that, you will attract wealth to you when you're like that. When you're already fulfilled, when you already feel like you have wish fulfillment, you have everything you need, that's when it comes to you. When you're in a happy-go-lucky energy, that is Sagittarian normal energy. When you're outgoing, when you're friendly, and Spirit is saying that is when you attract the wish fulfillment to your life. But many of you are still in the deception energy, thinking you're going to be deceived. And if you feel that, Spirit is saying, don't start dating. Don't expect. When you start dating, you will attract predators. There is another predator in that card. A fox. Cunning. Cagey. Looking at the swords. Yeah. And when you change your energy, Spirit is saying you're going to have a lot of people competing for you. People that are not deceptive. People who are in their full power as Emperor or Empress. You'll have a lot of competitors, people competing for you. This is taking leadership of your own vibrations. Think about it, Spirit saying. Choices. Exploration. And don't be indecisive. Explore your options. You're going to be exploring several options. Spirit is saying you're not just going to have one person. You're going to have to... there'll be a lot of competition when you're in that high vibe. People will be automatically attracted to you. And not only are you attracting others, you're attracting wealth. And Spirit is saying, don't be indecisive. Explore your options. Think about it. But if you come off as a leader and in control, not acting wounded, that's when you attract this beautiful soulmate in. But that's the messages, and I can't get away from it. If you are feeling in lack, if you are feeling, it's like a mirror, Spirit saying. When you look in the mirror and you see leadership and vibing high and in control and self-sufficiency, confident, that's when you mirror to other people and attract that back to you. When you look in the mirror and you go, you know I'm going to get deceived again. I know people are going to be, I'm wounded. That's who you're going to attract, a predator. You're actually blocking your joy and your happiness. And it's so important when we look in the mirror to love ourselves, because we will attract those who love us, not predators. Equally balanced, both strong, both in their full power. Reliability. This person and you will stand upright and fight for each other. Strong union. So trust your intuition. It's all about what we're reflecting out. What do other people see when they see us? They see what we see in ourselves. That's your messages. Take care, Saji.